In this video, I'm going to show you how to record melody patterns using your voice on Soundtrap. I'm going to pick up here where I left off with my test vocals. Testing, testing, one, testing, testing, one. I'm going to add a drum track. So we have something to play along to. I'm going to use what's called a 2 and 4 for the snare. So second and fourth, and then a 1 and 3 for the kick. Testing, testing, one, testing, testing, one, testing. All right. That's actually not too bad. I'm gonna slow it down though. I want a little bit more of a slower groove, so I'm gonna do 82 and press confirm. So when you do that, it's gonna ask if you want to adjust the audio. So that's actually gonna shift my vocals so they fit the new tempo. So I'm gonna say adjust, and now let's give it a listen. Testing, testing, one, testing, testing, one. So it actually stretched out my vocals, so now they are slower. You may or may not want to do that. Make sure that you have your tempo set at whatever tempo you're going to use before you record vocals, or you'll probably need to re-record them. At this point, I'm going to just get rid of this. And we're going to need to set up a piano, because it's a lot easier to sing along to a piano note than just to a drum track, and I'd much rather sing to a backing track than sing a cappella. It's just less embarrassing. So what I'm going to add here on the grand piano is called the tonic note. So the tonic note is the first note in a scale, and that's kind of where all the notes in the pattern are going to be grounded to. It's our resolution point. So let's just pick C. I'm going to go into the piano roll. I'm going to open up a pattern here, and I'm going to draw a C, and I'm going to stretch it out so it goes through the whole length of the pattern. If you remember from maybe elementary or middle school, there's a pattern used in singing which is called solfege. So that would be do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, right? This note here, we're going to call that do. So if this is do, do, then we have re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Those are the notes in a major scale, and that's the pattern that we're going to try to use. So first, before I start recording, I'm going to want to just practice. I'm going to press play. I'm going to practice singing the major scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, over this note. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. There you go. So now I have a sense of where the notes are. My voice is a little bit warmed up now, so I can record. At this point, you're going to want to have headphones on. If you have your speakers on and you press record, it's actually going to record all of the sounds that is coming out of your computer plus your voice. So if you end up wanting to change something, you won't be able to. It's all going to be in one track. So right now I have my headphones on. I'm going to press record, and I'm going to record a simple melody using do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. And press play. Do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. Do. All right, and it doesn't sound perfect, that's fine. We are learning and practicing here. At this point, you could save for your first major scale variation. So MAR MS 1.1. If you want to adjust your vocals so they sound a little bit better, you can try this. If you click edit, you can auto-tune. Unfortunately, we don't have the paid accounts yet, so auto-tune doesn't work. But if I click this, click heavy, I can actually find, I know that I used a C major scale, so knowing your scale is really important. I can auto-tune my vocals and give it a listen. Do, re, mi. So if I pressed use, it would just tell me that I can't because I haven't paid for that feature yet. But in the meantime, we can add effects. So I'm going to click right here on the microphone where it says show instrument, and I'm going to click the effects. So let's press play on our vocals and so we can hear how it's changing things. Do, re, mi. First thing I'm going to add is something called a chorus, stereo chorus right here. That essentially makes it sound like there's more than one of my voice. So there's kind of a waviness to that, that's the rate, and the depth is going to change how much is being used. So I'm not going to overdo it here. Next I'm going to add what is called overdrive to give it kind of like a lo-fi tone. So I don't need to add a whole lot into that. So I turn down some of that distortion, and then with the tone, I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Or try it lower. You should experiment. I think a little brighter is good. The last effect I'm going to add is the stereo delay, so that's going to add echoes. So the mix knob is going to control how loud the echoes are. And the time is going to control how fast they are. And there you go. Now you have kind of a lo-fi vocal effect against a tonic, and that would be a major scale variation. Make sure you go through this until you have all 5. You can download and share links just like we did in our last creating example. So please let me know if you have any questions.